What's up guys, it's AJ Lapray. Today we have a great video on how to increase your shooting range. Today we're gonna walk through a few simple steps to become a more dynamic and consistent shooter. We're gonna get straight into it. I got some pretty easy drills we're gonna go through. I'm gonna come up to this hoop over here. Guys, this is the first thing I do when I come into a gym to make sure my shot is always consistent and the same. If I come into the gym to start jacking up threes, my shot's not gonna be very consistent. It's gonna be built just for threes that day. We wanna work from the inside out. Doing that will make your three-pointer more consistent, and even deeper than that. We're gonna get to some half-court shots and try to hit them with good consistency. So what we're gonna start out is having the most important thing. I don't really care about where your feet are pointed. This is kind of something that might be a little shocking. I don't care if your feet are pointed this way or this way, as long as your shoulders are square to the basket. So we don't want our shoulders out like this. That's when our shot starts going left and right. We just want our shoulders square. I can have my feet still pointed this way and still have my shoulders square to the basket. I can have my feet pointed this way and still have my shoulders square to the basket. So what we want to work on as we start increasing our range is keeping the same fundamentals we had from right underneath the basket, basically. We want to take a step back, good follow through, up and in. And the most important thing, once you add these all together, is making your shot in one consistent motion. You want to be able to go up in your shot and never stop. You don't want to have a hitch here, and then a catapult shot like that. You just want to be able to shoot one fluid motion, up and in. There's never a stopping point in my shot. And this will help with your pump fakes and developing your game even further. So now we're gonna keep pushing it back further and further. So back to the free throw line now. I'll probably need to start getting a little hop into my shot. So an important thing about becoming a great shooter is understanding your last shot. You wanna be able to take your last shot and realize, okay, I hit front rim. What do I need to improve on? It's probably gonna be legs in this situation for me. I need to use more legs, have a strong release on my shot. One fluid motion is very important too. There we go, that looked a lot better. We'll take another step back. Same form from there all the way out to here. It's gotta be the same thing, consistent. There we go. So the shot's starting to feel good. This one you're getting warmed up. Normally I'll take more reps at each spot, but for the sake of the video, we're gonna move back quickly. I usually try to go 3 swishes from each spot and continue to move back further. There we go. So we're just gonna keep taking it back. Try to hit another here. See, front rim, gotta get more legs into it. And normally with a make like that, that's not a good make. That's not a clean make. So with a make like that, I'll take another rep and try to swish it because that hit front rim and rattled a little bit. For the sake of the video, we're gonna take one more step back. So this is about, you know, the college line right here. And this is about NBA. So we'll step back to NBA. Little off, I lost my form. I could feel my elbow go out. So that's just me paying attention to my previous shot and hopefully adjusting my next one. And it's good to get these out of the way in warm-ups so that you're just straight consistent during the game. There it is, just paying attention to my last shot and changing it. So as we start to increase our range past NBA, we wanna make sure our shots aren't going left and right. We want them to be straight on, either preferably missing long back rim, if anything. So right now I'm about 6 or 7 feet behind the high school line. So that's about 3 feet behind the regular NBA line. And we just want to keep good, consistent form here. Strength from our legs, same finish, not thumbing the ball. Just want to keep building on the consistency as we increase our range. So that was a little bit of an error. See, that was a make, but not a clean make. It was still to the left a little bit. So I'm gonna try to work on straightening that out as I continue to move back. So now we're about 8 feet behind the 3-point line, still trying to keep that strength and consistency. I understand if you're a younger guy watching this video, you're not gonna have the strength, but if you're a college level player, a senior in high school, you should be able to build your strength out to shooting close to half court. If you can shoot consistent from close to half court, your regular 3-point shot will be money. They'll be like lay-ins for you. So now we're about 10 feet behind the 3-point line, trying to keep that same consistent shot. So that shot felt good because I learned from my previous shot that I was moving left and straighten it out. So now we're about at the half court line on the shot. I'll probably take another shot from a couple feet inside of half court just to try to stay consistent with my shot. Usually when I get around 40 feet is when my shot starts to get a little inconsistent, and I mean, that's when the weather kind of comes into play. If it's a little windy out here, it's gonna change my shot a bit. Shooting a set shot from out this far, I'm gonna start getting more legs into it, try to knock it down, be consistent. That was another decent shot, but I didn't hold my follow through like I should have. And I could definitely see the wind push the ball in the air. So that's probably gonna be the range limit for the day. And it's important to understand there's definitely a range limit that's different every day. Certain days your body's gonna feel stronger and more explosive and able to shoot from further away. Other days, I would just stop that drill at the 3-point line, because as soon as I get to moving it out further than that, my shot will become inconsistent. So I'll know my range for the day and that time we play. Certain times, maybe in the morning, I'll be able to shoot further away. It just depends, and working on this from the inside out closer to the basket is gonna help increase your consistent range. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think it'll definitely be helpful for you guys. So the most important thing, we're gonna go over it one more time. I'm not as much worried about your feet being squared up to the basket, but they should be relatively squared. I don't want you guys shooting sideways, super far or anything, like with your feet out to the side. They should be relatively square, but most importantly, have your shoulders square to the basket so everything's in front of you and up and in. The next one is the one fluid motion in your shot. You don't want your shot to have any hitches in it. You don't want it to stop right here, go up, stop right here, and fling back. You want it all to be one consistent motion up. And then probably one of the most consistent things is holding your follow through on your shot. Because if you had the same flick off your fingertips every time, it's gonna be way more consistent. The strength you use is gonna be different from everywhere on the court. So it's important to do this drill from coming straight out on the basket, the sides to the corners, and the wings as well. So get out there, do this before your practice or a game or something. Let me know how you guys do and if this helps. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully I can do more videos like this, more tips, more shooting drills. Dropping videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, so turn those post notifications on. We'll check you guys next time. Peace!
That's on my neck, flawless baguettes, hop off a jet, barely get rest, cash through the mud, I get a check. You selling run on my pants and my chest.